Back today is April 21st of 2020, and let's roll right into it. So looking at the market, it's almost at $200 billion market cap. Bitcoin's at 68.78, and I think the halving's in about 20 days. So if it's going to do something, it better get off its butt and make something happen. Ethereum's at 172, XRP's at 18.5 cents. So moving on, this was from Mac Attack. Ripple Spring launches crypto fiat payments that integrate into any app, which is really cool. So essentially, if a merchant wants to take crypto on their site online, Spring is developing or has developed the software that they can plug right into it, which is really cool and is going to be helpful for adoption. And let's see here. Let's see what takes a developer as we speak 100 traces of code to do a transaction on an XRP ledger. Utilizing Spring SDK cuts that down by 80 PC. So listen, I don't know what all that means in developer speak. All I know is they're making it easier for people to take crypto, and I think that's going to be a good thing when people are actually using it for payments, which is not happening now. We all know that. So when that happens, that will be helpful. Okay, moving on. So this was from Crypto Wolf, and he had sent this to me and said Ripple's partner SBI Holdings will begin using R3 Corda blockchain technology for Forex trading. This will be the first application of R3 Corda in Japan. R3 Corda will be implementing between SBI Securities and SBI Forex platform liquidity market. So I remember Yoshitaka Katao stating, and I don't know if he did it in a video or if it was in a tweet, but I remember him specifically stating he intended to use XRP in his Forex markets. He made this statement, it's at least a year and a half ago that he made that statement. So I'm not surprised to see this. And it will, I think it will just, people talk about we don't have real price discovery because we're just not getting the numbers out of Japan. But once SBI starts reporting their numbers, I think we're going to really start to see things move a little bit. So it will be exciting if they start doing that. I had posted this yesterday. The number of never happened befores in the last 90 days is insane. I can't believe all the things that have never happened before that have happened in the last 90 days. Like oil yesterday. I was texting my dad when oil hit 10 cents and then a penny, and my dad was texting me back, no, it's $10. And I'm like, no, your decimals are wrong. I go, what are you doing? He goes, I'm watching a movie. I go, put on CNBC, because my dad's an investor. And he could not believe himself. By the time we got off the phone, it was negative $40. It was insane. So that was a never happen ago yesterday. I mean, how many times before in your life have you put on a mask to go to the store? How many times have you been quarantined with your family? How many times have you been furloughed from work for a pandemic? I mean, all of the never happened befores are adding up. It's absolutely crazy, and we can go on and on with how many have happened so far this year. But anyway, so I had posted that on Twitter, which, by the way, Twitter, the toxicity on Twitter is just off the charts. I mean, what I would tell people is, look, if you're frustrated, listen, it's been horrible 2 years, guys. I mean, this is tough. It's tough for all of us. It's tough for me too. But I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm not going away. I'm not giving up. I'm not turning around. But I would say this, if you're frustrated, and this drives you crazy, just put it away for a while. Put down your phone, take Twitter off your phone, just chill out, take it easy, just take care of you, take care of your family, go do something else. It will be here. I mean, the truth is XRP is supposed to work for you, right? You're not supposed to work for XRP. So even if you leave it alone, it'll still be there. So if the day-to-day is too frustrating for you, just walk away, give it a break. Everybody needs a break. And then come back if you want to, or if you don't want to come back, come back when things have changed. But I see a lot of frustration out there, and most of it's self-imposed. I mean, just people need a break, and they should take it. So moving on, this was from Ripple, and it said, thank you everyone on the front lines for helping our community get through this crisis. We're donating $5 million to Bay Area organizations. So I thought this was great. They donated to the Food Bank and the Harvest, Samaritan House. Very awesome. Ripple's amazing. They do donate some money, and I haven't heard anyone talk about this, and I wanted to bring it up. I think they're doing great things. Actually, while I was getting ready to make this video, I just got a call from someone that told me that Ripple was actually suing YouTube. I don't know if it's true yet. It's supposed to be a Forbes story, so I'm going to dig into it later. but there's a lot of scam videos on YouTube, and they're using Brad Garlinghouse in videos to try and scam people out of money, saying that they're doing airdrops. It's a scam, it's a fake, guys. Don't get sucked in any of that stuff. But I think Ripple is pretty angry about it. In fact, Brad Garlinghouse recently tweeted about it. He was so angry about it in the last 30 days. So I think they're actually probably doing it, which is probably a good thing. Okay, I'm going to play this video for about 30 seconds to a minute. I want you guys to hear this because this is important, okay?
Move on to the show. Did you see that Chase stopped accepting HELOC applications? First, you got to have a 700 credit score, 20% down, or we're not talking to you. And oh, by the way, HELOCs are done. Have they frozen their existing HELOC lines yet, Frank? What do you think? If not, just you wait. Just you wait. Channeling my inner Hamilton. Listen, Chase, they're shutting HELOCs down for the obvious reasons. Quarantine 2020.
Oh, I hope I don't get flagged for that. Okay, if I do, I do. So listen, here's the deal, right? Banks are going to stop, or some banks have stopped doing HELOCs, which is just credit lines on your house, because people are going to look to tap the credit lines on their house to try and get through this hard time if they don't have enough money. So people who have credit lines, I will tell you this, in the last economic crisis, they froze some credit lines or they dialed them back. So if you had a $100,000 credit line on your house, they might have dialed it back to 50 or 30 or 40 or whatever it might be, $1,000. So give some consideration to, if you have credit lines, if you need to be tapping them. You guys have to make smart decisions, okay? I mean, you know, we're going to go through a rough patch here. We can't help it. I mean, this is a tough time for the entire world financially. And all I can say is the hardest thing to do today is to make the decisions that you're going to be making anyway in 30, 60, and 90 days, but you don't want to think about today. So try and look into your future. Try and look into your future 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, and ask yourself the question, what can I do today to better my situation in 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months? Because if you look back 3 months from now, you might wish you had made those decisions now. So, and look, I recently gave up cable, and I went to YouTube Live TV, and got my Hulu and got my Netflix and got my HBO. I got everything I had before. I don't have 300 channels anymore, but I got every channel I need, and I'm saving $100 a month. I mean, so there are smart things to do. For instance, my Audi dealer wants me to buy my wife's car, right? So her lease is up in September, which I intend to buy it, but they want me to buy it now. So I told them, hey, give me the sweet deal that I know you're going to give me in a few weeks, because I know sales are horrible, you know, so I'm waiting for them to sweeten the deal a little bit. But the truth is, if I buy her car now, I'll save $200 over what I'm leasing it for. So I'll probably end up doing it now instead of waiting until September, because I know I'm going to buy it anyway in September. So there's another example of me potentially being able to save another $200. That's a $300 swing right there between the cable and the car. Just some ideas I want to share with you, things I've done or that I'm thinking about doing. There are a lot of little things you can do. So just, you know, keep that in mind, and don't wait for the government to save you, because they are not going to save you. And for those who have been listening to my videos, I did end up getting my emergency money from the SBA. It was not the $10,000 that they promised us. It was far less, but I'll take it. It's helpful. It is what it is. All right, so moving on. Crypto Maniac had posted this. Why are they talking about giving away virtually free money? Because elites already made new currency, hence why they don't care if they give out 2,000 or 20,000 at this point, as one day it will become worthless and the switch will be flipped. Okay, this is an interesting video. It's 2 minutes. I'm going to play it. I think you guys should listen to it. So I'm going to play it right now. I agree with it all 100%, but I think it's interesting to share and see what's going on out there and what thoughts are out there in the world. I think it's very, very important. Okay, moving on. Great Gatsby had posted this morning. I actually thought it was quite funny. I may be overly optimistic, but give me one more dip. The one that leaves only the mentally unstable left holding. I think at this point, for those of us who have been here, you know, for a long time, and it's been over a 2-year bear market, we're all feeling a little bit mentally unstable. But as I said earlier in this video, take a break, guys. Just take a break. Just put down the phone. Listen, I purposely watch foreign programs on Netflix that have subtitles, so that I have to read the TV and I can put my phone down. I hate my phone, but listen, I'm like everyone else. I'm addicted to it, and I hate it. My kids, they think I'm crazy. I'm on my phone so much. So I would challenge everybody to try and do that. Watch a good program with some subtitles, and there's some great ones out there. Some good Scandinavian ones on Netflix that you might want to check out, and all kinds. I mean, I've seen them from all kinds of them, but they're really, really good. All right, the last thing I want to share with you, and I think that this music teacher shares our frustration in our quarantining ourselves, and I want to play this, and you can listen to it directly.
Hey, so as some of you guys might know, I'm a music teacher, and I found that one of the best ways that I can process the whole transition to online learning and teaching is to write a song. So I wrote a song. I'd like to share that with you guys now. Here we go.
I think we all kind of feel that way. Anyway, listen, thank you all for tuning in today. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I'm not an oil tycoon, and I'm not a crypto expert. These are my opinions only. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I say. This video is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hey, please like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Give me a sub. That'd be great. And hit the notifications button if you want to be alerted when I update a new video. And share my videos with anybody who you think might appreciate them. Everyone have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.